Alright, so who am I here with today?
I'm Tosh.
I'm sure you're on Instagram a lot, just like our generation nowadays, right?
Yeah, this amount of time.
Yeah. Have you seen any, I guess, Instagram reels that kind of insinuate Indian hate or make jokes that are racist towards Indian people?
I mean, Instagram as a whole, just kind of like there's a lot of content on it in general that's just talking about like hate against minority groups, stuff like that. So Indians and like, yes, I have seen racism against like brown people and Indian people, but I mean, it is just kind of like it's not like very specifically just them.
It's just like
everyone, yeah.
And what does that make you feel when you see those types of jokes or Instagram videos?
I think it's kind of important to differentiate like when you have it as a joke versus when you're saying it seriously. Sometimes, like, as friends, we'll say it in a joking manner, and we know we're not trying to make microaggressions against each other. But a lot of the time, it is like a little hurtful, I think, because a lot of times, like, it's not even viewed as a joke. People like mean it seriously, and people take it seriously, and that's like an issue for the minority in question, whether it's for Indians or Black people or Jewish, whoever it is against. So it is an issue. Yeah, it happens a bunch too.
So you mentioned briefly that it also happens in our school a little bit. What actions do you think we can take to make it more clear that the difference between just joking around with your friends and microaggressions that could be hurtful to these kind of communities?
I think one of the clear differences between like tight-knit friend groups and just like other people is that it's also kind of depending on how well you know each other, because a lot of people, it depends on whether they actually mean these views or not. Like when you're talking with your friends, you guys are close, you know that if you are ever saying anything, it's a joke. If you're ever uncomfortable with anything, you tell your friend and then they don't do that anymore, right? Like that's kind of what it is. But in like a community, if you're experiencing it, that's a little different. And I think one of the main things that you can use to cut down on like actual racism in a community is mostly just like acknowledging that a lot of like stereotyping and stuff is not entirely true. It's just like it's spreading awareness about how, you know, like a lot of these things that people say are like not truthful and they're hurtful to communities. It's just, yeah, that's about it.
This may be a bit of a personal question, but have you personally ever experienced racism in your own life?
Give me a minute to think.
So, yeah, have you experienced it in your
I mean, like a couple times when I was in like grade 6, grade 7, and then a couple times in high school as well early on. It was like kids didn't know why I was wearing a turban, and then they'd like touch it or just do other things that were like pretty disrespectful, or they'd make fun of it or something. And that kind of hurt me, honestly, because it was like, I mean, like, first of all, this is just like a part of who I am. Who are you to judge it? But also, this is my culture, and you making fun of it is kind of hurtful. But I mean, I like talked with them. I was like, I wear it because of these reasons.
Educating them.
Yeah, just talking to them about like what the significance of it is, why I wear it. And then they were pretty like understanding about it. Like, okay, sure, dude.
And what ways did you, like you said, you tried teaching them? How did you yourself kind of get over hearing, or if you were able to kind of get over the racism you were experiencing? Were you able to get over it? Or?
It was kind of hurtful, and like it did hit a little bit, but my parents always told me just like you look different, right, than what most people are used to looking like, because not a lot of people wear turbans. I think there's like 2 or 3 more kids in this school, So it's just kind of like toughening yourself against these, and it's not like being ignorant to these comments because they are hurtful, but it's just about, you know, kind of like it's about not internalizing that racism. It's not like, oh, I'm lesser than these people are. It's just that I'm different, but that doesn't make me like any lower or any better than theirs.
Thank you for your time.
No worries.